Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Zachary Reality and we are here to chat about last night's Bachelor finale. I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts and my takes. So stick here for a few minutes. Let's break down all this tea. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and do not forget to hit subscribe. Go subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. So let's talk about the finale and Grant and Juliana and the Litia. Now, who put the lit in Litia? Who put the T in Litia? Two things. So obviously I knew that Grant was picking Juliana. I was spoiled a while ago. I also kind of clocked it from the edit. It just made sense to me. And I think the beginning of the episode really started off with Grant being torn. Was he that torn? Like the drama. I feel like watching the show, it was very clear that Grant and Juliana just like fit more into each other's lives and wanted similar things. Where with Litia, I feel like she was ready to have kids. She was the real deal. She was wifey. I mean, Litia is the full package, and I just don't think that Grant is ready for the type of woman and commitment that Litia is. And I think that he's just better suited with Juliana. So I think he made the right decision. I don't know how torn he was. I mean, I think because Litia is so amazing and perfect and established and just a really great person with so many great qualities, it made it really hard because, like, his mind is like, how could I let someone like Litia go who's just so perfect and great when, like, I love her. But he loves Juliana more and they make sense together. So I'm happy for them. I really like Juliana. She's so fun and she has such a great, fun, bubbly personality. And, you know, she really went into it having fun and just like living her life. I feel like she did a really good job compartmentalizing, as she said in her interviews, like Grant and the other women, because some people are giving her flack being like, whoa, girl, do you not see how much Grant loves Litia? And she's just trying to like move on. She got some really good advice from Kelsey Anderson, who was Joey's winner. And basically Kelsey told Juliana to just like ask questions, but don't harp on things. You've already come so far in your relationship. And I really do think that Grant and Juliana can move on from the Litia of it all. It is frustrating as a viewer. And I was so frustrated for Litia because she came in with the receipts. I mean, he said, I love you, called the mom. I mean, it was just like, why did you say all of these things to Litia if you weren't going to pick her and to like drag her all the way till the end? Like, what happened to breaking up with people in hotel rooms? Like, were you pretending you loved her? Were you actually that confused? Because I feel like from a viewer, it's like, yeah, you love Litia, but Juliana is your girl. Like, it just makes sense. Like, pick her. You and Litia aren't going to match up. Maybe Grant didn't realize that. And maybe he just like really loved both of them and was compartmentalizing the relationships and living in the moment. But he really should have been more careful with his words because he ultimately led Litia on and really let her down. And it's so disappointing to see how much he let her down because she really was sad and confused and mad. And she's just like, yeah, I look differently at you. Like, did you lie to me? Why are you telling me you love me and like then breaking up with me? Like, don't play with my feelings like that. Like, WTF. What? Like, I would be so mad if I was Litia to fall in love with a guy and have him just like choose someone else over me. And like, yes, it's the concept of the Bachelor, but like the way Grant went about it is that like he really just like fed her a lot of BS and was like almost like love bombing her only to like pick Juliana. And it's just like, bro, you didn't need to do that. Like, you could have broke up with her sooner. Maybe because the show is so boring this season, they like made her give a speech. Like, that's how the format goes. But it's like, she's giving this whole speech. Like, why are you guys not crying? Why is it not more dramatic? I mean, it was a little bit of a boring ending. I mean, this was definitely one of the more boring seasons. I still love the show regardless. It's my favorite show. I love talking about it with you guys so much. But it definitely was ranked, I would say, one of the more boring finales in recent years. I mean, Jen's finale was juicy. Clayton's finale was juicy. Zach Shawcross's season was boring. Joey's season was good. Charity's was okay. Michelle's was okay. So this isn't the best season, but ultimately we got a happy ending. Grant proposed to Juliana. She said that she got an emerald cut from Neil Lane and she really wanted like a gold ring, and she is all about her ring. She's all about her man. They're going to make their relationship work. Allegedly, they're moving to Boston. Juliana lives in Boston. It sounds like she lives in an apartment and she needs to figure out things with work and kind of get back on track. Like, she's not trying to be an influencer and be super famous from the show. It seems like she's trying to figure out her next steps to normal life. Grant still has a house in Houston and he's going to keep his house for now, but he's basically going to be going back to Houston, figuring some things out. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of press opportunities and travel over the next few days that's going to keep them busy, and they're going to do long distance, I think, from Houston to Massachusetts, but it sounds like Grant is going to be spending most of his time in Massachusetts going there versus her going to Houston as much, because he might have more flexibility with his job, and he also really likes her family, and I don't think he wants to take her away from her family. Clearly, she is very close with her family. She's very close with her mom and her siblings and her cousins. I mean, her sister was the one who signed her up for the show, and Juliana even said in her interviews that literally, like, if she didn't get engaged to Grant and he broke up with her, like, she was going to be okay, because ultimately she wanted Grant to be happy, and he would have respected his decision on whoever he picked, and she was going to be fine because she was able to go back home to her family, which is a huge support system for her. So I really feel like Juliana had such a great attitude about this whole experience, and she was such a great winner, and she was such a great girl for Grant, and I'm really excited to see, like, what their relationship is like in the future. You know, they're going to do long distance, but he's going to move to Boston, but, like, when are they signing a lease? It doesn't seem like they know yet. They're taking things day by day. They want to just live life and experience life for a couple of years before really getting married. They might want to get married in Italy, and they're just not in a rush. They don't have a super strict timeline, so I don't think they have all these things figured out yet, and I guess they don't have to. There is a lot of chaos going on with the show, so they probably just need some time to digest, and maybe they can set up a lease agreement in 3 to 4 months is what I would predict. But the other question is, are they going to last? So I am not sold that they're going to last. Juliana's my girl. I love her. We have sent some, like, fun messages to each other back and forth, but nothing too deep. But I really like her, and I like how she played into the social media stuff. You know, she was in some comments. So I'm rooting for her. I trust her judgment. And, you know, Grant's cool. I mean, he put out his new song, which I have to listen to it again, but the first time I was like, I don't know. This was not worth the hype. Also, he should have put out the song the night before the finale to get us like, wait, what does this song mean? What do the lyrics mean? Not the day after. I need to listen to it again, but I wasn't initially impressed. But Party Girls I do think is catchy, and I really like Party Girls. So Grant, keep making music, keep doing your thing. Do not ever change who you are. And Grant said that. He's like, I was myself the whole time. He was a decent bachelor. Nice guy. Like, I respect him. I just don't think he was, like, TV gold. I don't think anyone on this finale was TV gold. I mean, even Litia, I was like, girl, you're boring. Up until, like, you know, she got broken up with, and I really respected her, and we can talk about that again for a second. But I just felt like the characters involved were just a little bit normal and nice people, and maybe that doesn't make for the best entertaining television. I was kind of like feeling like we need some bump, we need some pizzazz, we need a crazy cousin. Like, even his parents, they were so cool and normal, but it just felt like we needed a little bit more drama. It was such a long show. 3 hours is crazy. I was like, after we meet the parents, like, we didn't even need those extra dates. Like, let's just get to the breakup, let's get to the final rose, and let's figure things out, because it just was a really long episode, and we got all the answers we needed. We got the closure. Can't say I'm surprised. The huge update about Bachelor in Paradise is that they're doing a Golden Bachelor in Paradise mixed with Bachelor in Paradise. So the young people and the old people are going to be on one beach together. Allegedly, they're filming sometime early May. It's going to be like 2 different shows in one show. I don't like this idea. I think they should just do 2 separate shows. However, I'm just going to roll with it because I think it will still be juicy and good. Like, the younger people, I think, is going to be juicier. I'm sure the old people will be funny and there will be some interesting, like, dynamics and stuff. But it's a lot of people at once for one show. I'd rather just do the younger people and then have the older people, the Goldens, do their own separate spin-off that's like 6 episodes. So I don't know what they were thinking there. However, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm excited to go to Bachelor in Paradise this summer and watch the show. I'm not going personally. You guys know I already did get to go visit the resort in December when I went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, but they are switching locations this year. We don't know exactly where they're going. There has been rumors. And Zoe, the 3rd runner-up, she was on Grant's season. She came out at the end in a gorgeous red dress. I was so happy to see her, and I was glad that she was going to get her moment. We cannot brush her under the rug because she was eliminated after Women Tell All, but, you know, before the finale. So I'm glad that she got to have a moment at the end. She'll be going to Bachelor in Paradise, and we will also see Jonathan in Bachelor in Paradise, Hakeem, a lot of the girls from Grant's season who were there in the audience last night. I'm assuming they're going. Allie Joe, Parisa, Bailey, Dina. I mean, Susie was there in the audience, and she ran into Clayton, her ex. Are they both gonna go to Paradise? I think a lot of people are up in the air about, like, going. Like, they can almost decide last minute. We'll see how long people go for. It will start filming in May. It's only a few weeks of filming, so I'm sure we'll get lots of spoilers and teases when people start going. And then I'm sure Bachelor in Paradise will air sometime in August or September, and that will be the next Bachelor franchise show of this year. And I guess they're gonna do a Golden Bachelor after that, which will probably air sometime in the winter. So we won't be getting The Bachelorette this year, but we might get it in 2026. So those were my overall thoughts of the finale and the show. It was a wrap on a great season. Thank you guys so much for following along with me and watching all of my recaps. I love watching the show with you guys and being able to talk about it each week and just kind of bond over the show. And I hope that you guys appreciate my opinions and are always entertained. A little tea before we go. Obviously, I did hang out with all the girls over the weekend. I took my brother to brunch. Dina invited me because I met Dina when I was in Chicago a couple weeks ago. And we got to hang out with Serafina, Bailey, Alicia, Kelsey, Janae, just so many cool girls from the season. And it was just like a fun day. Everyone's good vibes. There really wasn't any crazy tea. I mean, like, we all were just kind of chilling. I will say, like, Alicia is so fun. Like, I love her lore. Bailey is really smart and she's great. Serafina's cool, super sassy, witty. And Dina is just, like, my girl. Like, we have so much fun together. She's such a cool vibe. So I've just really enjoyed getting to know a lot of the girls from this season and hanging out with them and just seeing, you know, how they all represent themselves on this show, because the season truly is about the women. You know, Grant, good job as well. You were, you know, a stand-up man up until what you did to Litia. I get it. The producers probably forced you to create a dramatic ending. But like, I got to give you a little bit of a hard time with that because I definitely felt like she was led on, and I really just want to give some justice for Litia. Who put the T in Litia? Who put the lit in Litia? Who put the T in Litia? Thank you guys for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up before you head out of here, and do not forget to subscribe and stay tuned because I have lots more fun and exciting content coming on my page. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.